Well, it's day 90 of the carnivore diet. We got our labs taken on day 87. And so in a week or so, we'll know the numbers, and I'll post those numbers. I'm interested to see what it is. I've lost 26, 27 pounds, give or take. I started at 234 and I weighed in at 207 yesterday morning. I was 209 this morning after breakfast. So I've lost 25 pounds solid and feeling great. I'm doing push-ups and sit-ups. I'm gonna institute sprinting. I've been listening to Dr. O'Mara out of Minneapolis, and he's big into sprinting, and he's got a collaborator, this coach kind of guy that's running a September challenge on sprinting challenge. And so I'm gonna do that. It's like 16 sprints and a 400 meter dash. So 16 sprints, 50 to 200 meters. So it's kind of a wide range for, wide range of people. I haven't sprinted in a lot of years. So I'm probably gonna, stick closer to the 50 yards and kind of, work my way into it, a slow stride, working into a faster speed towards the end of the run. So I'm going to work into that slow. I don't want to get an injury or anything crazy like that. I am sprinting up my rope for footlock, for the climbing competition. And so I do 13, 14 strokes up a half-inch rope, footlocking. So that is a physical sprint. That is for sure. Most people would be breathing very heavy by the time they get to the top of that rope. Most people would not get to the top of the rope. But at any rate, I'm able to kind of sprint up that rope and do multiple sets of that. So that is a similar type of activity that's getting a pretty high intensity cardio. So anyways, I'm looking for that sprinting to kind of help. I'm doing a lot of reading and listening to Dave Feldman, who's the lean mass hyper responder researcher. And I'm anticipating that I'm going to be in that phenotype. I might not be right away here because I've been burning body fat the whole time. I'm not down to 7% body fat yet. I've got a little, I can pinch a 3/4 inch at my waist and love handles. My back fat is almost gone. So a little bit more on the very lower abs to get rid of. So maybe I won't be lean mass hyper responder. And what that would be is a LDL cholesterol over 200, an HDL over 70, and a triglycerides under 70. And that's what fits that phenotype. I'm virtually doing no carbs. So there's no carb leakage, they call it. People that are cheating on carbs. I do dairy, and I do some liquid dairy. I'll have an occasional glass of milk. That's like my ice cream. I'll have like 8 ounces of milk that I'll sip on in an evening. Whole, full fat vitamin D milk. If I go to Jessa's, my daughter, I will drink raw milk. I'll drink a glass of raw milk just for fun. And I do use heavy whipping cream in my coffee, 2 tablespoons. And I'll take an occasional sip of heavy whipping cream, just as a treat. That's my only cheats. And there's, of course, a couple, more so with the milk, some lactose in there. The cream is a little cleaner, but still has a couple carbs of lactose in there. So it'll be interesting to see what my triglycerides are. Dave Feldman mentioned something about coffee intolerance. That if I have high triglycerides on this almost zero carb diet, it could mean that I'm responding to my coffee with triglycerides. I'm not addicted to the coffee. I like it. But at any rate, and I do the bulletproof coffee. I put butter in the coffee and a couple tablespoons of cream, but that's 2 tablespoons and like 32 ounces. So I'm drinking technically a lot of coffee. But anyways, I'm feeling like $1,000,000. I'm gonna go, I'm going for 6 months now. We'll see where I'm at with my numbers, and I'm gonna do numbers in 3 months. And I'm gonna check my numbers every 3 months. I do have a coronary artery calcium scan getting booked because anticipating that I'm gonna be a little high on the LDL. I want a little alternative data to calm my doctor down. My general practice doctor is a vegetarian. Well, not quite, a pescatarian kind of. And so she's got cautions about my choice. So she ordered that for me. We're gonna do the carotid artery ultrasounds next week, I think. And so we'll get that taken care of, and we'll see. I was kind of high range normal on my right side last time. Now Dave Feldman, does that carotid artery scan often, and he was watching it get thinner. His carotid artery walls getting thinner. So corrective. The diet was correcting it. And then he purposely went back on a standard American diet for like 4 weeks and gained 21 pounds in 4 weeks. That tells you what the standard American diet can do. And in that 4 weeks, his carotid artery got thicker walls again. Like that fast. Like it took weeks and weeks and months for the walls to get thinner. But they got thicker like in 4 weeks. So that's impressive. So it shows you what sugar and processed grains are doing to your arteries. That's where the inflammation in the arteries is coming from. That's why the LDL is going there to fix it. Because of the inflammation from the sugars and processed grains. So I'm gonna stay super clean and go for the 6 months. Plus I like being an outlier. There's a certain amount of motivation that my personality gets by being an outlier. I call that deranged or whatever, but it's got me motivated. And I'm motivated by in the Bible, Joshua 13 talks about Caleb. And he talks about being at age 85 the same man that he was at 40. And he's ready for battle. And he told Moses or Joshua, give me the giants. Give me the giants to conquer. And at 85, he had that kind of energy and that kind of physique. I gotta think that he was pretty low carb. I'm just taking a guess. But that's kind of my why. Like, I want to be climbing when I'm 70. And like have people go, wow, look at him go. Like, I want to be that kind of climber when I'm 70. And maybe 84. You know, I want to be like Caleb, you know, kind of I want to be like Mike. Well, I want to be like Caleb. And I'm going to be killing it at age 84. So that's my why. Well, that's a pretty big why, and that's pretty long range. I'm only 58. So that means I got, you know, decades left. My life insurance goes till I'm 120. So if I was physically fit at 84, 120, you know, it's in reach. I don't know. That's how I'm thinking. So, all right, I'm going to be sitting with a friend of mine that's got cancer, and we've got shifts. We take care of him, and it's my shift. So I'm just arriving at his house now. You can pray for Bill Richardson, my friend. He ran sales for me for a number of years, and good friend, and I'm going to spend the next few hours with him. He's doing battle, and he's got a fighting spirit, so I'm glad to support him. But Game of Trees, this is day 90, and we're feeling great. See you next time.